we're seeing 100% year-on-year growth. We are 125% up year to date. And on ads specifically, we are at a ROAS of above 5.
This is exactly why our monthly meetings are my favorite day of the month.
Hey everyone, I'm Casper. I'm a performance specialist at 2020, and I'm here today with Nikki from Campaquip to talk about our journey on Amazon ads so far. Welcome, Nikki. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thanks. It's lovely to be here with you today, Casper. Campaquip, we're a barbecue accessories and products company. We were sort of born out of innovation, out of care for what the customers need. As you know, this is our flagship product, and we had just noticed a gap in the market, and that's where this came from. So everything grew from there, and we're now expanding to the US and the UK divisions.
Awesome. Could you paint a bit of a picture for us in terms of where you were when you first approached us?
Yeah, so we had tried to figure out Amazon on our own, and I think fundamentally we didn't understand the platform, which is when we decided to reach out to 2020. In our collaborations with you, you were able to help us understand Amazon ads at its core. 2020 really helped us with things like setting up brand registry, listing optimization. We had overstocked our US market, how to rectify that. So yeah, just the foundations. And before we did any work on advertising, all of our foundations were fixed, and we quickly came to realize this was obviously the smart choice to make. There's no point in spending money on ads if your listings aren't ready to convert. So.
Yeah, definitely. And I think we, at 2020, always find it helpful to approach it from a customer perspective. So put ourselves in the customer's shoes. What kind of information do they need to essentially make an informed purchasing decision?
Right.
Make sure your product titles are optimized, make sure your images look as good as they possibly can. How does your A+ content look on the page?
Yeah.
So yeah, basically get the foundation right and then build from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so once we were at that point and our listings had been optimized and we felt like we had a good, clean foundation and account, we were ready to start talking ad strategy with you guys, and that's where you came in with a great proposal for us.
Yeah, so speaking about growth, that's a nice segue into Amazon ads specifically and how they helped the business further grow. Could you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, so I think the number one thing that I've spoken about is we started to really notice when our ads started performing well. It was at the same time that we were having our meetings with 2020, and you were starting to refer to our products by their sizes, their model names, and it really started to sink in for us that 2020 really understood the product. Which I think goes a long way to where you're choosing to place ads, how you're choosing to place them and bid for them, and what you were discussing about the ad strategy started to really make sense to us in terms of your knowledge of our products.
Yeah, and all of that strategy works to getting Campaquip in front of the right people at the right time.
Yeah, exactly. And as a result, we've come to realize that Campaquip has become a household name in Australia. That's made possible by our collaboration with 2020. And I would say our confidence in Amazon and 2020 has not only been instilled and grown, but as an SMB, to have an idea that your product and your model is good, to have somebody come in and just solidify that confidence is a great feeling.
Yeah, awesome. Do you mind if I share some of the results we've seen so far?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're seeing 100% year-on-year growth supported by the holistic ad strategy. We are 125% up year to date. And on ads specifically, we are at a ROAS of above 5. And on top of that, we've also hit bestseller status for several of your ASINs across several product categories, which is always really exciting for us.
Yeah, it is. This is exactly why our monthly meetings are my favorite day of the month.
And final question before we round up, why would you recommend people work with us on Amazon?
Yeah, it's a great question. So in my experience, you guys aren't just a digital marketing agency that runs ad campaigns. You came in and fixed what was broken in the foundations. And I think for any company that believes in their product and their model, 2020 is the type of company that can instill the confidence in you that Amazon does work. And our confidence has grown to the point that we're expanding into different markets. We're relaunching in the US and we're expanding to the UK for the first time. So it's a really exciting time for Campaquip.
Yeah, it's been awesome working with you guys so far, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what we can do in the UK and the US.
Absolutely.